What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, well-renowned trainer, Hall of Famer, analyst, now podcaster in Teddy Atlas, he weighs in and absolutely goes in on ESPN, on Top Rank, and on former unified lightweight world champion superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez, who is now 17 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 13 wins by way of knockout, 25 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. After Teofimo Lopez knocked out Pedro Campa in the 7th round of his comeback fight. This was his comeback fight after he lost shockingly to now former unified lightweight world champion Australian star boxer George Kambosos Jr. That took place November 27th of 2021, which he lost a split decision. And this was his comeback fight. And Teddy Atlas held no punches back regarding to the way he was being promoted and the way he was being perceived and how they was acting like Teddy Atlas says he was the second coming of Muhammad Ali and he just knocked out Sugar Ray Leonard. And he says that he believes that Teofimo Lopez is going to get knocked out by a right hand coming from if he ever faced undefeated junior welterweight, lightweight, Mexican superstar title contender, Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is 23 wins, no loss, no draw, 19 wins by way of knockout. He is 23 years of age, 5'10", with a 70-inch arm reach. So Teddy Atlas says if Teofimo Lopez fights Ryan Garcia, that's being talked about as a possible fight for December 10th, he says that a right hand is going to knock out Teofimo Lopez. But he wasn't happy with the commentators, okay, for ESPN and the way they were promoting and building him up. Listen to what Teddy Atlas had to say.
They tried too hard, as you said, to make it like it was a coming back of Muhammad Ali. I mean, what has this guy done? He hasn't really done that much in his career yet. He beat a great fighter, Lomachenko, no doubt about it. But other than that, he lost in his first title defense. But as a human being,
and this is something I've been saying, that comes a lot of this praise comes from a lot of the praise that was heaped upon two-time Olympic gold medalist, 3-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer Vasyl High-Tech Lomachenko, who is now 16 wins, 2 losses, no draw, 11 wins by way of knockout. He is 34 years of age, 5'6" with a 66-inch arm reach. All of the praise, even Teddy Atlas. Teddy Atlas has to take accountability because Teddy Atlas was part of that hype train that built Lomachenko up to be, invincible, okay? And so when Teofimo Lopez, at 23 years of age, with only 15 fights and 1 title fight, beat Lomachenko handily, okay? And won a unanimous decision against Vasyl Lomachenko, a lot of that praise got heaped upon Teofimo Lopez because of the way Lomachenko was perceived. So Teddy Atlas has to take accountability for that. But I do understand where he's coming from when it comes to Teofimo Lopez in this fight with Pedro Campa. He didn't look that great. Top ranked ESPN, legendary promoter, CEO Bob Arum have the best matchmaking in the history of the sport of boxing. And this fight was made to order for Teofimo Lopez to look good, and he didn't look that great, right? He should have looked better, okay, in his debut at 140. So listen what Teddy Atlas had to say.
We want to see him okay. And they went so far, the network and the commentators,
And the commentators, they just are simply, I love Timothy Bradley, and I like he keeps it real. Andre Ward keeps it real. Joe Tessitore, man, you listen to Joe Tessitore, and he's going to allude to Joe Tessitore without saying his name, but you just listen to him talk about these fighters, man. The way he talks about ESPN and top-ranked fighters, we know you have a job to do. We know that you want to build up those fighters, but he just goes to the point of unrealistic. It's just not even realistic.
Make this, to blow it up, as I said, I think they tried too hard. And, I mean, I started to think, wait a minute, did this guy go to the mountains of Tibet, Ken, for like a retreat for like the last couple of years, and he just coming back, and he just...
Yeah, because the way they was promoting it and the way it was perceived, you know, they was like the takeover, the sport of boxing missed Teofimo Lopez. They miss his, you know, his excitement. They miss his presence. You know, the sport of boxing needs Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez, again, like Teddy Atlas just stated, he beat Lomachenko. To that point, he had 2 title fights. The fight he knocked out former IBF lightweight world champion Richard Comey, brutally knocked him out, highlight reel knockout, and then he beat Lomachenko, and then he immediately lost, okay, his first title defense with all the unified belts, okay, because he defended his title, his IBF title against Lomachenko in the unification bout. So he had 1 title defense, but he lost when he collected the belts from Lomachenko. He immediately lost it to Kambosos, and he had tons of excuses as to why he lost it, okay? But again, you know, he even said, Teofimo Lopez himself stated that he had to humble himself.
His beard, like in a dressing room before he got into the ring, like, you know, to cleanse himself of I mean, they kept saying, there's the one commentator, he likes to...
The one commentator, he's referring to Joe Tessitore, if you don't know who he's talking about.
Talk a bit, but I like to talk too. He kept saying, he's never been freer. He's never been freer.
Right. So Joe Tessitore kept saying that, you know, the fact that he had the weight lifted off his shoulders, you know, Teofimo Lopez is free now and he's looking dominant again. He didn't look dominant. He looked fatigued in the second round, and he was supposed to knock out Pedro Campa.
I mean, I was waiting for him to sprout wings and just fly through that tent that you so magnificently described.
And another thing is, they get on the fact that he fought in Madison Square Garden and big arenas to fighting in a tent. And you could hear Teddy Atlas co-host, or he says it wouldn't have been hard to do, fly through the tent, because the tent was only about 15 feet from the ring. And then Teddy Atlas is going to say, yeah, well, he would have got his wings clipped anyway. Listen.
To all
he wouldn't have had to fly too high. I think the ceiling was about 15 feet off the ring.
Well, his wings would have got clipped. But
his wings would have got clipped. Teddy Atlas and his partner here, they hold back no punches. Absolutely no punches. And it just gets, it's unrealistic, and it gets ridiculous, all the praise that's heaped upon the fighters when the fighter belongs to a network and you have the, you know, analysts just analyzing the fight. And they're trying to dictate and tell the fans what they see, opposed to allowing the fans and educating the fans. They're trying to tell the fans what they see instead of the fans being able to make their own judgment of what they see.
I'm just saying that, boy, oh boy, could you just drum it down a little bit? Could you control yourselves a little bit about?
I'm sure it was all they could do. I'm sure it was all.
So he goes in to say that that's all they could have done because, you know, they was trying not to spend the money, the pay-per-view money. You know, since it wasn't on pay-per-view, they was trying to recoup it, is what he was saying, right? But listen to Teddy Atlas in this.
The Parker, that you wanted to valet your car and you came back and was a freaking tent in the way, and you said, where am I going to park my freaking car? Come on, let's be honest.
And then on top of that, I mean, my God, I get that ESPN has to hype this fight, but you would think that he was the second coming of Muhammad Ali, the way they were talking about him. And
that's exactly what I was saying, but that's just how, you know, they're going to push these fights in certain fighters, okay?
The comeback and the take back. I mean, the hype.
Wasn't that Sugar Ray Leonard? Wasn't that Sugar Ray Leonard he just knocked out? Instead of a guy named Campa, who had been knocked out for his only loss by a guy 11-8-1. It wasn't. That was Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, I think.
I mean, Campa was served.
Right. So the way it was perceived, this is what I was telling people, and people get upset when they say, "Oh, Teofimo Lopez looked great. He was made to look great. This what this fight was for. It was matchmaking for him to look great in his comeback. It was set up for him, not set up as far as he was there to take a dive. No, but it was stylistically they knew Teofimo Lopez's skill set was going to overcome Campo's skill set, and he would look great in the knockout. And he still didn't look that great. He looked much better pre George Kambosos fight. He didn't look that explosive. He looked tired. He looked fatigued. He didn't look that great.
let's face it, as a sacrificial lamb, a get-back fight. Everyone expected him to get him. I think the over/under was 4.5 rounds at with the under being heavily favored, if I'm not mistaken. But point is, like, I don't have a problem.
Yeah, so he goes on to say that, Teddy Atlas goes on to say that if he ever does face Ryan Garcia, because it's being talked about, Ryan Garcia is going to knock him out with an overhand right. Teddy Atlas said he tweeted about Teofimo Lopez continuously not tightening up his defense and taking right hands. And as soon as he fights one of these upper echelon fighters, such as Regis Prograis or Ryan Garcia, that he's going to get knocked out. So he looks like Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez could be made in December, since it looks like Ryan Garcia may not face off against undefeated 3-division world champion superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis. So Teddy Atlas holds absolutely no punches, rips ESPN panel analyst and Teofimo Lopez in the promotion. So that's all I got for y'all, man. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like your shitty videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.